Yo, what's going on guys? Welcome back to another video. I'm going to be doing another commentary type video where I kind of just talk about you guys about random stuff. Mostly because my head really hurts. I've been feeling kind of sick today and I still want to upload a video tomorrow. So this is recorded on, what day is it? Tuesday? Monday? I think it's Tuesday. Let me check. It's Tuesday, yeah. So it will be uploaded on Wednesday. In this game, I'm playing versus a Nivea. This is a diamond game. Or like it's a bit higher, like high diamond, I think. High to mid diamond. Not really a great matchup. You can win it though. If you're wondering why is this on the screen right now, we were talking about this is called a Flammenkuchen, I think, something like that. It's German, and this is so good. It's like a pizza, but instead of like sauce, I mean there is sauce, but it's like a creamy white sauce. Yeah, don't make jokes about that. But it's really, really good. In my opinion, this is like better than a pizza. But the reason we were talking about this is because Celeste, who are sometimes mentioned in videos, and who I'm duo queue with in this game because she's the Hui, she said she had a pizza with no sauce. Eh? A pizza with no sauce, and everyone was like, okay, that's not a pizza though. That's just dough and cheese. And I agree, I mean, if there's no sauce, how can you call it a pizza? It may look like a pizza, but that's not a pizza, true. So, I mean, yeah, I don't know, I mean, have you guys ever had a pizza with no sauce? Just cheese? Because isn't that just bread? Isn't that legit just bread with cheese on it? Kind of, yeah. Also, one thing I wanted to talk on in this video is going to be Arcane. There will be no spoilers, so if you're worried about that, then don't be. I've not even seen Season 2 yet, but I just wanted to ask why you guys like Arcane, assuming that you do like Arcane. Because Arcane has really high ratings, like Season 1 had high ratings, Season 2 has really high ratings, and I've heard only good stuff about it so far. And now you're gonna hate me and you're probably gonna want to unsubscribe. Please don't, but I don't really like Arcane. I didn't really like Season 1, and the main reason was because it felt to me kind of boring. Also, if you're like a really big Arcane fan, I'm sorry, but we all have opinions and that's fine. You can love it, I can hate it. That is the world. I don't even hate it though, I kind of like the Jinx storyline and the Vi storyline. I thought that was pretty cool, and everything related to like Silco. But my biggest problem was I didn't really enjoy anything else. I didn't enjoy the Jace storyline. I didn't really enjoy the Victor storyline. I didn't really enjoy the Caitlyn storyline. And I mean, that kind of makes up for like half the show. So I guess I'm kind of curious, why do you guys like Arcane? Do you guys genuinely like the story? Do you just like seeing the characters from the game in there? Do you like the way it's like drawn? Do you like the way it looks? I guess I'm just curious because people told me, which to me is mind-blowing because I really like League. I think the characters are like really cool. I think Jinx is really cool. I think the storyline between them is really cool. But people told me that Arcane is really a good show even if you've not played League. And I was like, really? People... Because that, I feel like, to me, that's the only reason why I kind of liked it. Because I could like be like, oh, look, it's Jinx from the game that I play. It's Jace. Even though Jace was very boring. But to me, that was like a big incentive to what made it somewhat decent and made me want to like watch it. I will say though, I'm not really the biggest anime fan to begin with. I usually only like animes if it's drawn in a very specific way. I kind of prefer like actual human shows. Is that how I would say it? Like not drawn ones. I have seen some animes though, most popular ones like Attack on Titan, Death Note, one that's called Erased, I think, and a bunch of other ones. I do really like actual shows though, like if you have a favorite show that is non-anime, there's a 99% chance I've probably seen it. Like, let me know in the comments what your favorite show is, and if I don't know it or haven't seen it, I will give you 10 cents. Yup. No, I won't. Never mind, but I'm curious though, what is like your favorite show? And I'm gonna be like, oh, I've seen that one. And then you'll feel good, you'll be like, oh, no way. And then we both feel good. We'll go. Yeah, let me know what your favorite show is. Let me know why you like Arcane, as I am very curious. Also, this game is a perfect example of why I don't really like high elo games. This is not really that high elo, it's like mid to high diamond. But the games are just really, really short. If you look at most people's build, because if you know the site like pro builds where you just look up what pro players have built, these people are all playing in Master Elo Plus, right? And there will rarely be a game where you see a pro player with more than 3 items, because the games just don't really last long. The higher elo you go, statistically, the shorter the games are. Like you can look at like League of Graphs and other sites and sort the game time, the game length of a game by elo, and you can clearly see how it's like shorter in the high elos. And that to me is really, really fun, because this game in specific, I don't really want to give any spoilers, but let's just say it didn't last too long. And that kind of sucks, because I sometimes have a really good start, and I could stomp, or like 1v9, or get a pentakill. But if you're playing in like Diamond or Master Plus, people usually just surrender at 20 minutes, sometimes even at 15 minutes. And to me, that makes it really unfun, because I mean, it doesn't need to be close, but I want to get to my third item, my fourth item, my fifth item, at least sometimes. And I feel like that kind of rarely just happens. Which is kind of why I prefer to just play in low diamond most of the time, because that's where I feel like I can have the most fun. It kind of makes sense though, if people are playing more optimized, then it's less likely that you're gonna like throw the game or have a chance to get back into the game, because people are just playing well and like using their lead correctly and stuff like that, taking objectives, so the games will naturally be shorter. I also think that if you're at a decent elo, you can recognize easier that like, okay, this game is probably lost. We're probably losing this like 95% of the time. Our time is probably better invested to just go next and play that one out. When in low elo, I feel like people have more the attitude of like, oh, let's not surrender. We can maybe win. Maybe the team throws. Maybe we randomly get a pentakill out of nowhere. Which to me, I mean, that sounds a lot more fun. I wish I could play down there, no flame. Something really weird happened in this game as well. We have a Diamond 2 Nyla bot lane, I think. Or like Diamond 3 on the enemy team. I'm pretty sure they picked Nyla because they thought it was Samira bot, so they wanted to counter. But they're laning versus Hui Leona. And if you don't know how that lane goes, you cannot move. You literally cannot move. You're gonna get Leona ulted, you're gonna get Hui feared, you're gonna get Leona queued. And the Nyla bought armor boots. Huh? The Nyla bought armor boots into Hui Leona. And I was thinking like, how can she ever even not go Mercs here? Because you would think someone that's like Diamond 2 or Diamond... No flame to that guy. Maybe he's like turbo on autopilot or whatever. But yeah, that seemed like a really weird buy. Because I can't imagine a better lane where Mercs has so much value than into Hui Leona. Like, you need Mercs, you can play the game. I thought that was a bit of a funny detail about this game, I guess. There's one more thing I wanted to talk about, and this kind of to like... I want to know if I'm crazy or if this is a normal thing. Yeah. And it's gonna be at the risk of sounding like ungrateful or rude, but the topic will be like family, I guess, and spending time with your family. And don't get me wrong, I think family is great. And I'm very grateful to have family, because I know there's a lot of people that don't have like parents anymore, or they don't have grandparents anymore, or don't even have any family at all. They might be like orphans. So just want to make clear, I am very grateful to have a family, of course. But one thing I really dislike, and I will say I'm not the most social person, which is a bit of a self-roast, but I really dislike spending time with like certain family members. Like, don't get me wrong, I love my parents and I love most people in my family, but to me it feels really painful to like sit in a room with someone that you have nothing in common with apart from like being relatives, and to just sit there and have a conversation with them about small talk. I also really dislike small talk in a way where it just feels kind of fake. It feels like you're talking to talk when you're not even saying anything, and I really do not like that. And I think the biggest issue with that is that when you are a gamer, which I'm assuming if you're watching as you are, it is really hard for me personally to like connect to people that don't game, because gaming is like such a big interest in your life and such a big part of your life, or at least for me it is, that it kind of feels like they're just living in a whole different world. Because there's people like friends and people from my stream that I know that I could talk for like hours and it would never get boring, or we could just play games and chill. But when I'm like hanging out with my cousins, I'm kind of like bored after 10 minutes, don't know what to say anymore. Like I asked them how their job's going and I was like, okay, well now what? And I guess that's just a part of like having a family, because a family you're born into, right? You could have nothing in common whatsoever, but they're still your family members. While the people you hang out with and who your friends are, you can kind of just pick. So maybe it's not that unnatural to like prefer that, I guess, if that makes sense. Yeah, I guess I want to know if I'm the only one or not. Like, am I crazy there, or does it make sense? Did anything I say so far make sense? Or am I just a lunatic? I don't know. Maybe. You tell me. You tell me right now. Lunatic or no? If I'm a lunatic, just comment lunatic. And if I'm not, you just say, no, you're not a lunatic. You're the best ever, Bogo. You're great and handsome. One more thing I want to talk about in this video, and this is very random. I know this is a whole bunch of random stuff, but I don't really have a lot of people to like share stuff with, or not like that many close friends. Oh, you guys are my close friends now, Kapachongas. But yeah, we have two new dogs, or not that new, but they're both like 1 year old. My family really likes dogs. We had two before, they got very old, and they both passed away about a couple years ago. And my old dog was like the best. He would like, you could hug him, you could pet him infinitely, he would sleep in your bed, he would give you like kisses and stuff, and he would like never hurt anyone really. If anything, he was a coward, like he's not going after a bird. But now we got two new ones. One got sent away from a family because he wasn't good with kids, I believe. And the other one is from a shelter. The one from the shelter is terrified of everything. I think she doesn't have a great history. She's very tiny as well. We've never had a dog this tiny. But she's like terrified of everything. You open the door, she runs away. You turn the lights on, she runs away. But she's been getting a bit better, like less scared. Coming to me for like treats and stuff, which is nice. She's very cute. And we take good care of her. But my other dog is a bit weird. So he got sent away from the one family for not being good with kids. Apparently, I don't really know what that means. And the thing is, he gets very nervous. He like doesn't really know what to do sometimes. Like you could be petting him, and then what he does is he starts slapping his ears. He starts like flapping them, like shaking off, like he's shaking off nerves. It's really strange. I've never seen this in a dog before. But he actually bit me twice, and I feel like one time was kind of my own fault, because I started to pet him, or it wasn't really my fault. We gave him like a bone, we took the bone away. About 4 minutes later I started to pet him, and I think he thought I was trying to like grab his bone that wasn't there anymore. So I think he got like defensive because of that. But the other occasion was just weird. I don't really know how to word it, but he, like I said, he gets nervous. But the weird part is, like, imagine he comes to you, a dog comes to you, a nice looking dog, a friendly looking dog, waggling his tail, licking your hand, he's like giving you kisses, whatever, and you're like, oh, I'm gonna pet him. I mean, why not? He looks friendly. I mean, you should never pet a random dog, I think that's dangerous, but imagine this dog has been living with you for like a year. So you pet him, and then randomly he starts to like growl. And I think when a dog growls, it's never a good sign, because that's usually a warning. That means you're doing something they don't like, or it means they're about to bite you, I think. Like it's for sure a warning. And he does that sometimes, and it's so confusing, because I would pet him after he comes to me. Of course, like, I don't approach him, he comes to me. Then I pet him, he growls. I take a step back because I'm like, okay, hold up, I'm not trying to die here. And then the weirdest thing is that he immediately, after I take a step back, walks back to me, waggling his tail again. Like he just wants me to pet him again, and it's so confusing. And I really don't know what I'm supposed to do with him. It's just so weird to me, because when he does that, when he walks back after growling, really happy, waggling his tail, licking my hands again, it almost feels like he's like apologizing for growling. I really do not understand. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of scared, because one time I did not like listen to the warning, because I thought, what if it isn't a warning? What if he's just like getting nervous, or he doesn't really know how to express himself, and then he bit me in the face? Or he didn't fully bite me, but his teeth knocked into my face. Yeah, this is such a weird story. That is pretty much it, and I don't really know what I'm supposed to do. It's confusing. He's a confusing dog. I just don't really want to like not attempt to pet him ever, because I feel like that way you never can build a bond with your dog. Also, if you are watching this and you're a cat person, you're like, yeah, hey buddy, I don't care about any of this. Dogs suck. I like both cats and dogs, and all animals, to be honest. Also, I wanted to mention that I don't pet him in a weird way. Like, I'm very experienced with dogs. My family has always had dogs. We are a very like dog family. Dog family, yeah. Like trust me, I know how to like not pet a dog. Does that make sense? Yeah. Hope that wasn't sad. I'm not trying to make anyone sad. I don't know, I wanted to share that, I guess. That's a little sorry. How about I make it happy? I will tell you guys that I'm looking very forward to Squid Game. Squid Game Season 2. I don't know if you guys have seen that. I just really like, there's two shows that I really like. Or I mean, I like I wouldn't say Squid Game is my favorite, but Alice in Borderland is one of my favorite all-time shows ever. And there's also a new season coming soon, I think. I think there's so much good stuff coming next year. Maybe GTA, maybe Subnautica Part 2, Alice in Borderland Season 2. Squid Game is in like a couple days though. We are really excited about that. I actually really get excited when there's the happiest moments I've been in my life. This is gonna sound so dumb. Is when there was like a new season of Game of Thrones. Like waiting for Game of Thrones seasons. That show was so good. And yeah, I actually look forward to like all the episodes and all the like new seasons. But if you haven't watched Alice in Borderland, and if you like Squid Game, you will probably like Alice in Borderland as well. If you have no idea what it is, you're probably like, Alice in Borderland, that sounds like Alice in Wonderland. You're probably like, what the hell is that? It's about people being kind of like teleported into a different version of their world where they have to compete in games or they die. Yeah. Which to me is a really cool concept. I really like concepts like that. It's kind of like the Hunger Games in a way. Not really, but I'm just trying to give you an example of like the concepts that I like. Oh, does that make me sound weird? Does that make me sound like I'm a serial killer? I'm not, I promise, I guarantee it. Oh, but that's what a serial killer would say. I'm normal, I'm normal, I'm normal. Sorry. They're really excited for Alice in Borderlands Season 2, excited for Squid Game Season 2, and excited for Subnautica. Oh no no, lots of good games and series coming. Oh no no no. Also, this is another random thing. I'm sorry, it's so random, but do you guys ever, if you want to see me play anything else, at any point, any game you like, feel free to like suggest it to me, because I might do like a playthrough for YouTube of Subnautica, because that game is just so good. I think that's pretty much it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know all the stuff I asked. I know I asked you like 30 things or something, but I'm curious. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next one.